The 206 Area Support Medical Company from Springfield spent a recent drill weekend doing decontamination or decon training.
The training comes about because way back when we're talking about yearly training calendars and what we want to train on in the future years, we talk about which tasks we specifically want to work into our schedules. And CBRNE, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear training, was one of the topics that we wanted to work into. So today we trained on how to set up a patient decontamination station and how to treat CBRNE casualties.
The general purpose of decon is to triage the patients as well as decontaminate them from whatever they've been exposed to. And that's a two-part process that has to happen simultaneously.
In addition to Major Winters, the training was overseen by two subject matter experts from the 7th Weapons of Mass Destruction Civil Support Team, Captain Legall and Captain Looper. The 7th CST is a federally funded unit of full-time Missouri National Guard soldiers that would assist civil authorities and first responders in the event of a chemical, biological, or nuclear attack.
We do extensive training with the fire departments, law enforcement, ambulance personnel here in the state of Missouri, and we are a full-time asset that they have that they can call through SEMA to assist them in any kind of incident here in the state of Missouri.
Captain Legall and Captain Looper gave some instruction, but let the soldiers do most of their learning through a simulated decon station.
Ran a few scenarios and let them actually do some hands-on patient decon with some of their own personnel as we watched and evaluated to help work them through some of the issues that they'll have to deal with in a patient decon scenario.
And then also tell the cold zone what you got. I feel that the soldiers got what they put into it. I'm glad that they got just familiarization, just to learn how a decon site should look, how it sets up, how chaotic it can be, how resource intensive it can be.
The decon simulation was broken down into 3 zones: hot, warm, and cold. In the hot zone, soldiers would normally wear full-body personal protective equipment, or PPEs, and interact with people that are believed to be contaminated with chemicals, biological agents, or radiation.
You don't want to bring that contamination over the hotline and into the warm where you have your decon personnel working and then transfer it over to your personnel that do not have PPE on back in the cold zone. So it's a delineation to keep from transferring contamination over those lines.
The trainers added some real-world chaos into the training process.
We tried to simulate some patients that would have anxiety attacks or panicking, as it will happen. It's undoubtedly going to happen. Try and get them used to, this is my zone, I am in control of it, and controlling the troops that they have as well as the patients that may not be completely cooperative.
Nothing wrong with her, get her contaminated.
So that's why we were putting some of the lower enlisted E2s, E3s as leadership roles, just to give them a feel for, wow, there's a lot going on I have to manage all at once.
After participating in several guided phases of the decon station, the soldiers were graded during a final run-through of the course.
I think the training was very relevant. Anytime a mass cal happens or a situation where we need to triage, I think we'll revert back to this training, absolutely. We went through a lot of scenarios and a lot of teamwork and communication, just preparing for what could happen.
Captain Looper was impressed with the work ethic of the 206 ASMC.
Everybody was very receptive of the training. They all were very enthusiastic, jumped in there and wanted to train hard. There's a great bunch of soldiers here that really enjoy their job, and when you're training people who enjoy their job, it makes the training much easier.
Everyone comes into it with a good attitude, and that helps tremendously in getting things accomplished.
Training was fun. It was very informative, it was new, it's something different that we don't deal with on a daily basis. The training was very thorough, very detailed.
The morale in the unit's very high, and I think it's because they have good camaraderie amongst themselves when they are training.
There is a strong bond between all of us. We've all been through most of the same training together. We do everything together. I would consider all of us to be friends, which is important. That cohesion is what helps our unit work together so well.